But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Another door I shouldn't open, another hand I shouldn't take. I know it's not right, but like rust, like shame, creeps up coming. Sitting in my room, crying out to Jesus, I've sinned again and again. Will you please forgive me? Cannot break it. Help me overcome the sin inside of me. Shine your light inside me. Break down the walls that hold my shackles. By your blood I am free. Sitting in my room, crying out to Jesus, I have sinned again. Will you please forgive me? Cut in pieces from my bones. Me out of that. Make me bring me back to life. Cleanse me with your blood. Place the armor on me. Let me stand against temptation. Through Jesus I'm free. Through Jesus I am forgiven. That decision will bring me down. That decision will keep me down. Bad decisions are my past. For now I am a new creation.
Hey, hello guys. Hello guys. Hello guys. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, I slept a bit late today because obviously, like, we did the late stream, didn't we? I slept a bit late. All good though. I was a couple of minutes late today. Not too bad. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Who we got? We've got Roger, and Derek, and Jim, and Jack. See 6 in at the minute. Let's do. I know Jim hasn't got any new ones at the minute, but let's do some of it. Let's do one of his old ones. Well, see if anybody comes in. Right. Jim Ennis to begin with. And then we're on to Proverbs. Proverbs. Book of Proverbs. We finished Psalms yesterday, so book of Proverbs today. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. Right. Jim. Let's Jim first until people come in. So we're all caught up. Let's do oldest first. Oldest. And we'll scroll down a bit. Let's see. Do for a little bit. Let's go totally get into the ones that are at least a few minutes. Because to start off with, these videos were just a few seconds long, and that wasn't it. Now they're a few, like some of them's 25 minutes. Right, let's stop there a sec. See what we're on. Come on, catch up. Right, 134. This looks like a nice one. These two. Old school. Oh, no liking it. What? What's that one we missed? Come on with the volume. A new video will be up in a minute. All right, cool. I'll check for it after this one's done. Right. Nice one, Jim. Let's see if you've lit the new ones up yet. Come on, so let's go. There it is. There it is, isn't it? Oh, no. Is that still? No, not yet. It's not. Let me refresh just in case. Do. There it is. Kittens. Again. Let's do it. Nice. Thanks, Jim. Right, in the shed. Goodness. I kept telling Mummy Cat to bring the babies in the shed if she liked it so much. I explained to her the pros and cons. I think she liked the idea. A few days later, to my surprise, I hear rustling in the shed while I'm filming the night sky. Mummy Cat must have had a word with to the kittens. They came in to inspect also. Wakey. I think they approve. So I left everything in the shed too. Oh, they approve, all right. Nice. Oh. Sorry, Derek, it didn't beep. It usually beeps. I didn't hear you come in there. Okay, if you're talking, you're on mute. Roger, too. Hey, Rog.
I try to beat Derek in. Damn it.
Ah, you didn't.
He moved us.
Right. This is cool. Like, happy kittens. Nice.
I'll be the same.
So I wonder if they will stick around. Of course they will.
Yeah, long keep
Of
feeding
course
them,
they
Jim.
will. They're not as loyal as dogs, but they'll stick around with the food. Early next morning before sunrise.
Nah, they'll be all
Need a coffee ahead of that. Are they still there? Yeah.
I'll bet you $5.
The shed door was left slightly open all night with the lights on for them. Oh, are they still there? Well, they're still here the next day. Excellent. Go. Settling in nicely. Happy kitten. Nice one, Jeff. That's ace, bro.
Are you going to call them Maggot 1 and Maggot 2?
Nice, nice, nice. So, let's get the link there. You've gone down one sub since yesterday. It's YouTube.
DJ.
Yes.
Sonny's in there.
Oh, hey, Sonny. Good to see you, bro. And Bazza come in. No, I haven't seen Bazza yet.
I thought I saw Bazza earlier.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, he was in there.
Oh, I can't see. Why can't I see his name?
I don't know.
You can see Bazza's name in there.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, so I can't. I can't now. It's because I was on top chat and not live chat. Right. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Oh, did I just get the link there? Did I take the link? I did, didn't I? Yeah, link for Jimenez. MD watching the chat replay. Yeah, that's good videos, Jim. Some nice videos there. Change from the sky observations. We got the shed observations.
And don't forget the pigeon porn.
Yes, and the pigeon porn. Nice, I like it. Right, so we're going on to Proverbs. I know I did a whole series on Proverbs, but yeah, we're doing Proverbs. We'll probably get, I don't know, half done, then half done next time. I think the whole 30 Proverbs is about an hour and a half, an hour and 40-minute video. So yeah, let's do that. Let's get Proverbs up.
We already been through Psalms already? Man.
Yeah, we've done all
Yeah,
Psalms.
just finished yesterday.
Just finished all Psalms yesterday, yeah.
I hate it when I work.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
I gotta be there in like an hour and a half. No.
Right. Book of Proverbs. Let's do it.
Chapter 1.
Right. Let me just get the chart a bit taller. Right. Proverbs chapter 1. This one's a lot better. Let me do this one because it's a shorter video. Let me do it in 1080p. So it's better quality, this one, than the Psalms one. Psalms one was 4 hours long, so only let me do it in 480.
We got pictures, PJ.
Yeah, we got color pictures. Color illustrations. Nice. Let's do it. Right, Proverbs chapter 1. I would just call it Proverbs 1, but whatever.
Sheila.
The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king
Don't get any Sheilas in Proverbs. Huh?
of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion.
Why?
A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels, to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Amen.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent, without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit, we shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us, let us all have one purse.
I tell you what, the way Proverbs describes things, it's very like thorough. You know what I mean? It's really thorough with it. I mean, wisdom of Solomon. Solomon was a wise guy, but yet, you know, he still went wayward, you know?
I was going to say better than thorough is graphic.
Absolutely. It's quite graphic. Yeah, definitely.
My son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is, in vain any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives.
It didn't sound right to me. Let me just go back a sec. It just sounded like it skipped or something. Let me just check. A couple of seconds back. Yeah.
Is in vain any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood.
A bit further back. Right.
Evil, and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is, in vain any bird.
Yeah, it did skip. So it skipped so in his recording. So that part says, surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird. Here it said, surely in vain the net is, surely in vain the net is sight of any bird. It repeated the first line and then went to the last one.
Huh. May have to
I
keep
think
an
it's
eye
just the
on
way
that.
he recorded it. It must have been the way he recorded it. It must have skipped. Because I have noticed with these recordings, if you listen properly, you can hear it echoing in the background, like he's got it on in the distance, and his mic's catching it, you know. But so
maybe.
Oh God. It's got to be somebody that's redoing him anyway, because he's gone, isn't he? Alexander Scourby, he died.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, so it's obviously someone that's redoing them, because he's live every day. His channel is live every day, all day. So yeah. It's mad. It just must just keep putting them out.
These were done on tape when I had the set. Yeah.
Originally, yeah. I mean, look at that one, that tape set that Barbara gave me. That not John Levy, it was somebody else called John.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember? It was so hard to hear. I wanted to do the whole series, but it was so hard to hear. So hard. I couldn't do it. I ended up doing 4 tapes, and that was it.
How many more were left?
Oh, there was about 20 tapes, bro. There was about 20. Yeah, I gave up on it.
It was worse than an old radio broadcast, dude. It was
so bad. I mean, I was only really doing it for Barbara, because she wanted me to do it. But once I got 4 tapes in, I was like, you can't hear what's being said, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
I hope she's going all right wherever she is. She's not around anymore.
Yeah, I hope so too, and I hope she's stopped believing that the Holy Spirit is Mother God, you know. But
yeah, absolutely.
and Satan short season, obviously, she believes in all these little nuances in Christianity.
I don't know if those are nuances in Christianity.
Well, nuanced doctrines where there shouldn't be nuanced doctrines, you know.
Yeah.
And they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of every one that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Yeah.
She crieth in the chief place of
I'm having trouble recording this one. I've had it skip a couple of times.
concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools.
So I'm just listening. It seems to be getting really windy out there. I said that the other day, and then the weather said it wasn't windy. But it is
Dude,
windy.
we're getting some bad winds here. Like the night before, it was like 80 mile an hour winds all day.
Wow. It's quite windy. It's not 80 mile an hour, definitely not, but it's quite windy. I can hear it. But it's always, you can kind of, I'm in a block of flats. You get the downdraft, so you hear the wind all the time, I suppose.
Well, I'm right next to a huge mountain range, so the winds change frequently.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and...
Go on.
Yeah, the only place that doesn't happen is Antarctica, though.
What's that?
Mountains and wind.
Oh yeah, of course.
would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Amen to that.
Chapter 2. My son, if thou wilt receive my words, and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment, and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness, and judgment, and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil, and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked, and they froward in their paths. To deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. None that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life. That thou mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. Chapter 3. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life.
Well, literally, YouTube have just told me that a live I did about, I don't know, it's the one that's got 28 years later on Rumble side, which was one of the next films I was going to do, because 28 years later was the newest film, and they've got one called 28 Years Later, The Born Temple. That's now in HD. But that's not the point. But it was done about 3-4 months ago, and they've just given me an email about a day ago saying that they can't monetize it. Not that I'm monetized anyway, because I haven't activated my monetization. I'm monetized, but I haven't activated it. I haven't given my tax details, which I'm not going to. I just, but yeah, imagine coming out like 3 months later, 4 months later. Yeah, it was done. Wow.
Yeah, I've had a few, but not quite that long ago. Like
I know. Usually it's on the same day that I get them notices. It says your visibility is not impacted, but it's got copyright content. Yeah, you know the score.
Yeah.
So if my monetization was activated, it wouldn't be monetized. It's so stupid. That's like 4 months down the line. What the heck?
I applied for it to see if I can get it, but they haven't got back to me yet.
They will do.
They said that I have to do 3 videos posted every 90 days.
3 videos posted. Because you haven't been posting videos.
No, I don't.
See, I post videos also, so that's probably why. Yeah, it's me. Because yours is just lives. See, I've got shorts, videos, and lives.
Yeah, I found out that I can't record on StreamYard or Restream unless I pay for the next level up.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
You can't record on StreamYard. I used to record on StreamYard. And mind you, it was LVA Paul. It was LVA Paul's account. And me and Michael were, what you call it? I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, it was like we were managers, park managers sort of thing for it. What's the name? Begins with A. See these words, but it goes out my head every now and then. It'll come to me. But yeah, it was his account anyway, and then it ran out like the June before last. But yeah, I was recording on that, but I don't know what plan he had. I'm not sure. Maybe he had the full plan.
Yeah, sure. I don't pay for StreamYard anymore. I pay for Restream. So, but they still want me to up the level before I can record.
Admin. That's what I was looking for. Admin. I was one of his admin.
Yeah, because that's what I got on my Facebook pages. The 3 groups I got admins. Not
yeah.
What do you call it? Moderators.
Right.
It's the same thing though, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like on StreamYard, if I add somebody like Vicky used to be able to come in. She was my admin, so she basically could do the same as what I did in here. Like I can add somebody to this, only one person, because I'm only on the first, not the free one, but I'm on the first plan, which is expensive enough. It went up like half. Well, it went up by over 100%, not half. It went over, it went up by 100% after me just being in 3 months or something.
You just brought that to my mind. Admin's short for administrator.
Yeah, administration. Yeah, absolutely.
And peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall.
Famous part of the old Proverbs. That was one of the first ones I knew about. That I used to get when I was in rehab. This one used to get said quite a lot. quite a lot.
My dad used to say it all the time, man.
Absolutely. Same as the first Proverbs as well, 1:7, you know.
Oh, it's like
Direct thy path.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go on. Direct.
It's like every time I've heard somebody say, "Oh, I don't understand this," it's like, well, that's your cue not to rely on your own understanding.
Right.
Every time. Like I've done it too, plenty.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
Like before, when I used to read the Old Testament, and I used to think like others, and I was like, well, God does seem a little different in the Old Testament compared to the New. But when you look at it, no,
Yeah, he's
no,
not.
no, he's not. It's just a perception when you first, because there's different things happen in the Old Testament compared to the New. You think, oh well, things were different. It was a different, his attitude was different back then compared to, no, of course, he's never changed. It's when you look into it, it's just on surface level that people think that, you know.
No, it means like every time you see something, hear something, do something, you don't understand why. Guess what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to grab a coffee. I'll leave this playing, guys.
Right.
Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Lord with thy substance, and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall burst out with new wine. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is every one that retaineth her. The Lord by wisdom hath founded the earth, by understanding hath he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths are broken up, and the clouds drop down the dew. My son, let not them depart from thine eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. So shall they be life unto thy soul, and grace to thy neck. Then shalt thou walk in thy way safely, and thy foot shall not stumble. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Oh, yes.
Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to.
The size of the size of this tablet. It's just multivitamins and minerals, or iron. I can't remember. I think it's minerals. Massive, man. It's like a horse tablets, and it's like gloss paint that covers it. It tastes like blooming gloss paint. It's awful.
Got to be good for you if it tastes awful, PJ.
Yeah, I know. Multivitamins. They're awful. They're so bad, and they're so hard to swallow as well. Yeah.
Oh man, my grandmother used to give us castor oil when we were kids.
Oh, dude, I used to hate that one. We used to be given oil and stuff, cod liver oil, castor oil too. But yeah, awful stuff. Oh, it's so hard to swallow. What's that you put in there?
Oh, that's my next stream. You should see the thumbnail.
Cool. Oh yeah, I see it. Nice. Gravity bimbos. I like it. Nice.
Do it. Say not unto thy neighbor, Go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by thee. Devise not evil against thy neighbor, seeing he dwelleth securely by thee. Strive not with a man without cause, if he have done thee no harm.
Right.
Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways, for the
some of these proverbs are quite deep, but some of them are really basic. It's like common sense. But you see people today without this common sense. That it just seems, it was like, to us, it was just common sense. Even as kids, some of this was common sense. Some of it deep, obviously, but some's common sense, and it's not so common, you know.
So you think it's probably always been that way, right, BJ? Like there's always been people without common sense.
To a certain extent, absolutely, 100%.
The froward is abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just. Surely he scorneth the scorn.
The curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. Oh, wow. I like that.
But he giveth grace unto the lowly. The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools.
Oh.
Chapter 4. Hear, ye children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law. For I was...
That's certainly what we need, is good doctrine. Yes, we need Christ, obviously, but good doctrine, because good doctrine nowadays seems to be all over the place, you know. Well, doctrine, not good doctrine. Doctrine nowadays seems to be all over the place. You know, all these different factions of Christianity, which aren't really Christian. You know, they're just under that umbrella term. But yeah.
My father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and said unto me, Let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall...
Oh, by the way, in case you weren't with me on Rumble last night, all of the books we've done so far, every Bible stream I've done so far of the Old Testament is now in an Old Testament playlist. It's got 42 videos. After today, it'll be 43. So, and that's from Genesis right up into where we're at now. So yeah, it's now in a playlist. I'm going to keep up to date with it every day. Every time I stream a Bible stream, I'll stick it in the playlist. I should have done that from the start, but I sat and done that when everybody was watching the film last night. Well, this morning. I did that while everybody was watching the film. It took like, I don't know, took about half an hour, 3/4 an hour to do to get everything into the playlist. But yeah, it's all that Old Testament. And when I do the New Testament, I'll do the same for that. I'll do it as I go along.
I should do that with like the titles, like phone call.
Yeah. I mean, to start off with, I did have playlists for the types of streams I did. I had Flat Earth Chat, because when I first started streaming, it was with I did it for flats on a Tuesday. That's because when I first started streaming, it was just once a week to begin with. But even before that, I was streaming with Michael and LVA Paul under His Word is Truth, that channel. I'm still manager of that channel. It's still in my Switch accounts. I can't like anything or anything like that, but I can upload to it, sort of thing. But I haven't for a long time. So yeah, we were streaming from there. So to begin with, we had FEC, Flat Earth Chat, and other things. So like anything Flat Earth, I was sticking in there, you know, sort of thing. So that was me, Michael, and LVA Paul, but that kind of Paul went disappearing, and me and Michael had our own channels. So like, what was we doing uploading to Paul's channel when he disappeared? Well, it wasn't Paul's channel. It was Paul opened the channel, but it was kind of our channel. But we still had our own channels to do, but Paul had disappeared. So, you know, what was the point in uploading to His Word is Truth, you know, when we had our own channels to sort? And Paul just disappeared. So, yeah.
I wanted to tell you something. Cubby's going to open up a server.
Okay.
So just for people to get taken down off YouTube whenever you do.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. So it's like basically a free for all for anybody in the community that wants to go to a server when they get blocked on YouTube. We can still make videos, and all the people can come over and see you.
Right. You just can't stream live though, unless it's got to be able to stream live. Because you used to be Live Leak and thing like that. You used to be able to stream to certain websites, didn't you? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure you could make a website like that.
Yeah, I think that's what he's trying to do. Yeah. A platform to replace YouTube, and I have to deal with Rumble in the Wild West over there. So,
right, that's cool. That's cool. Got to go and get my haircut this weekend. Thank goodness it's been getting long, man. It's really good. It grows quick all the time, but you know, if I don't get my haircut every 4 weeks, you know, it just gets long.
Preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing.
And he's coming.
Therefore, get wisdom.
Get wisdom.
And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Like that. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. 100%. There's a lot to do with wisdom and understanding. You know, in the fear of the Lord. In Proverbs.
Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace. A crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble.
Nice.
Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is thy life.
Instruction, guidance.
Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
Wow.
But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and
Eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. That's great, man. I love how this is put. It's fantastic.
more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. My son, attend to my words. Incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart. For they are life unto those that find them, and health to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from thee a froward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee.
Oof.
Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Chapter 5. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death.
Wormwood does that word again that we see in Revelation. It's going to bitter the waters. Wormwood.
Her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger, and thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, How have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breasts satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Chapter 6. My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself when thou art come into the hand of thy friend. Go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways, and be wise, which, having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep.
Wow.
So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man.
Hey, there's another gem for you.
A naughty person, a wicked.
Say that again, go.
That's another gem I heard a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these say, hey, Derek, good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. A lot of the things that people say nowadays, you know, the things that go around saying, like you hear people say things like fools rush in and all that. But,
yeah.
you know, it comes from Proverbs, where it's fools rush in where the angels fear to tread. You know what I mean? Or is it Psalms? I can't remember. But, yeah, a lot of the things that people say nowadays, they don't realize that it's scriptural. Like, people falling by the wayside, stuff like that. It's scriptural. It comes from Bible, a lot of it. Hey, KV, good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
He's got another video.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, last night I caught H2. All right, okay. Nice one. Thanks, Derek. Bless you, man.
Walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
There you go. And people say that God does not hate. And yeah, he hates these things. He does hate these things. Absolutely. He hates sin. You know? If he loves, then there's the antithesis of that. There's hate. But he hates righteously. You know?
Yes,
Anything that he does is righteous, you know?
Well, it's like even when I sin, it's like God doesn't hate me, but he does hate that sin and what it does to me and my relationship with him.
100%. 100%, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She said she liked your streams but won't come back, so I explained the situation to them. All right, not a problem. That's all good. That's all good.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood,
Nice one, Terry.
and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned?
Nope.
Can one go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth in to his neighbor's wife, Whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent.
There you go.
Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
See that? Destroyeth your own soul. God tells you not to do these things for your own good sake. You know? Sometimes we don't realize that some of the things that God teaches us for our own sake, because he knows better and he knows what it does to us.
That's right.
A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away.
Absolutely.
For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance.
Jealousy is the rage, especially like jealousy as an envy. Yeah, it is absolutely, it's a horrible thing. Like I used to hear people saying, yeah, I am jealous, but in a good way. I don't think envy is not good, you know. I mean, the jealousy that God talks about, he's got for us, that's a completely different thing. That's not envy. You know, I'm talking about envy. It's awful. And I've heard people saying, yeah, no, I'm jealous, but in a good way. It means because I'm jealous, I love her and stuff like that. No, jealousy is horrible. I've been through jealousy. I used to be quite jealous at certain points when I was younger, and it's not good for you, man. Jealousy is an awful thing. It's awful. It makes you feel awful. It makes other people feel awful, especially when there's no reason for the jealousy. It's your own pride. Yeah, it's an awful thing.
He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Chapter 7. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them upon thy fingers, write them upon the table of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones. I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house, in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot, and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him, and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the goodman is not at home. He has gone a long journey. He hath taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed. With her much fair speech she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips she forced him. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks.
That's the
Till
pull.
a dart strike through his liver.
That's the pull of a woman.
So are the days of our lives.
Lips like honey and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's a snare. It's a snare.
As a bird hasteth to the snare, and
Oh, there you
knoweth
go.
not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. For she hath cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Chapter 8. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the paths.
We just think after Proverbs is finished, We've got Songs of Solomon, Ecclesiastes, Songs of Solomon, which are quite short, and then we're on Isaiah. I can't wait for Isaiah, to be honest. It's all the prophets after that. It's all the major and minor prophets. No, is it the major and minor prophets after that? Yeah, major and minor prophets after that. That's what I'm looking forward for.
Right on.
Nice.
She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors.
Songs of Solomon and Ecclesiastes we can do in a day, guaranteed. So, like, yeah, it won't be too long before we're there.
It sounds
Unto
to me
you,
more
O men, I
Sorry, Roger, go on.
like Solomon speaking from experience here.
Absolutely. I mean, Solomon wrote most of the Proverbs. I think there was about 4 authors in Proverbs, but I think Solomon wrote 1 to 28 or 29, I think, and then the other one I think is split between like the other 3 authors. Like they did like parts of the last proverb or something like that. But there's definitely 4 kind of authors to well, not definitely, but they think 4 authors to Proverbs, but most of them obviously are Solomon's.
call, and my voice is to the sons of man. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, there is nothing froward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and find out knowledge of witty inventions. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Pride and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate.
There you go. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, the evil way, and the froward mouth do I hate. That's great, eyes. I just love how it's put. I love how it's put, man. And obviously, it's true. It's true.
Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. By me kings reign, and princes decree justice. By me princes rule, and nobles, even all the judges of the earth. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Riches and honor are with me, yea, durable riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yea, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I lead in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment, that I may cause those that love me to inherit substance, and I will fill their treasures. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth, when there were no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth, while as yet he had not made the earth.
Before the mountains were settled, so they weren't made by tectonic plates crashing into each other and peaking up. No, they were made by God.
Earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, then I was by him, as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction, and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me. watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
There you go.
All they that hate
He that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. And you sin against God. He's telling you what's good for you, man. God knows what's better for us than we do.
me love death. Chapter 9. Wisdom hath builded her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She hath killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city, Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish, and live, and go in the way of understanding.
Forsake the foolish.
He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame, and he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a blot. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding.
Geez, there are quite a
For
lot.
by me thy days shall be multiplied, and the years of thy life shall be increased. If thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house, on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go right on their ways. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. Chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother. Treasures of wickedness profit nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casteth away the substance of the wicked. He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich. He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame. Blessings are upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. The wise in heart will receive commandments, but a prating fool shall fall. He that walketh uprightly walketh surely, but he that perverteth his ways shall be known. He that winketh with the eye causeth sorrow, but a prating fool shall fall. The mouth of a righteous man is a well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirreth up strifes, but love covereth all sins. In the lips of him that hath understanding wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, the destruction of the poor is their poverty. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, the fruit of the wicked to sin. He is in the way of life that keepeth instruction, but he that refuseth reproof erreth. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander, is a fool. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. The tongue of the just is as choice silver, the heart of the wicked is little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. It is as sport to a fool to do mischief, but a man of understanding hath wisdom. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted. As the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation. As vinegar to the teeth and as smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to them that send him. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. The way of the Lord is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. The mouth of the just bringeth forth wisdom, but the froward tongue shall be cut out. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked speaketh frowardness. Chapter 11.
Chapter 11. Right, I'm going to leave that there because that's a lot of Proverbs. I've just found a 20-minute video, a little sermon on, I don't know the guy, I just thought I'd give him a look at Tony Evans, the preacher. He's a Southern evangelical preacher. I checked to see he wasn't Pentecostal or charismatic, and he's not. So that's a good start. I think he's Trinity Bible Church. I think he believes in the Trinity, hopefully, by the looks of it. But I thought we'd give it a go. It's stop trading God's love for the world's lies. So I thought we'd give that a go instead of because 10 Proverbs is quite a lot, to try and get 15. Then I mean, I know there's only 31 Proverbs, but 10 Proverbs is a lot of information. So.
Well, it's like even in one verse, you could spend all day on that and still not,
Right, exactly. So I thought we'd give this a go.
I think I know the boy. I think I've heard of him before.
I just typed in. Usually I type in a topic some sort, but this time I just typed in sermon, and all I was getting was Stephen Furtick and all these horrible charismatic heretical preachers. People that call themselves God and all that. But then I came across him. I seen somebody Bockham. He died like last year. But we've done him quite a lot. So I thought I'll try somebody new. And I came across this one. I just checked to make sure that there'll be no Kurabasiki and all that, and there shouldn't be, because it says he's not a charismatic. He's just evangelical. So.
Well, if we hear one of them, we're going to come for you, PJ.
So let's give it a look. Let's see what it's only about 27 minutes long. I thought we'd do that. Right, we've got 3/4 an hour. We should get through that. Right, let's give it a go. See if it's any good.
You may not be able to change your environment. You may not be able to change the circumstances that are pressuring you. But if you get enough God on the inside, he can neutralize the pressure coming at you from the outside, that you can exist in that world without being crushed by it. So don't let the things of this earth carry a weight they shouldn't carry.
Yeah. Loving the world.
God
Loving
wants
the wrong world.
you to understand a principle.
So that's his church, I think. Oak Cliff Fellowship.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me of K.C. Price.
I don't know who that is. I'm crap with names.
Oh, he's a preacher, charismatic kind of. He's kind of with the ilk with Copeland though.
Yeah, he does. This guy sounds charismatic, but it says he's not. I mean, maybe he's just passionate. We'll see.
John was written to Christians. So what I'm sharing with you today
and even if they are, you can still get truth out of the word, You still get truth out of what they're saying.
You are a believer. The book is not telling sinners how to get saved. He's telling saints how to experience intimate fellowship with God and how to lose it.
Well,
and so he wants to unveil to us a number of principles that if you get it would be life transforming on earth, because you're looking at your earthly existence from heaven's perspective.
I do like the purple background though. I think that's really cool.
Do not love the world. So the first question we must answer is, what do we mean by world?
Worldly things.
The Greek word is the word cosmos.
The flesh, basically.
When you talk about the physical cosmos, you're talking about the earth. But in this context, he's talking about the spiritual cosmos. He's not talking about the physical place. He's talking about the spiritual reality located on the physical place. And he calls that the world. The world can be defined as that system headed by Satan that leaves God out. The world is that system headed.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. The way he's just described it, that's absolutely true.
By Satan that leaves God out. The word cosmos is where we get our English word cosmetic from. A lady will regularly say when she's putting on her makeup, she's putting on a face.
That's true.
The world wants to put on it wants to dress you up in its image. The Bible says in 1 John chapter 5, verse 19, that this world lies in the hand of the evil one.
It does.
So the reason God doesn't want you to love the world is that his enemy runs it.
Right.
Because it is operated by Satan.
Right.
So it's no wonder that he doesn't want us to love somebody that doesn't love him and actually doesn't love you either.
Right. Well
if
said.
You love him.
Well said.
It is that organized system headed by Satan that leaves God.
Yeah, and if you want to say anything, just pipe in. Just pipe in.
Out. World.
How's that? He's like, yeah, same. He sounds good so far. So far, so good. So far, I haven't disagreed with him on anything.
You told me to pipe in. I wanted to say something.
Go for it.
Ready? Okay, you notice like in nature, like within the male-female relationship between other animals, the men are the ones with like the outrageous stuff. The female don't.
Right.
So you ever think about that? Like, why did God make it that way? Why are we different than the rest of nature?
Well, because we mean more to God. We mean more to God than what the animals and the birds and the insects do. You know?
It's just I thought it was kind of odd. Like you ever seen a cardinal, right?
Seen a what?
A cardinal, the bird.
Right. Okay. I'm not sure about the cardinal.
The males are bright red with distinctive black outlines on it. The females are like brown with no real color in it. They're really plain. Yeah. If you look at all the females in nature, they're all really plain. They don't make themselves up. But the males are painted up to look, I guess, it's like a reverse role kind of thing. It's really strange.
Yeah, maybe in some cases, I suppose. But like we were made for God's pleasure. So I think the birds, the animals, everything like that was made for God's pleasure as well.
Or maybe they were made for our pleasure.
Well, that as well. But I mean, we are made for God's pleasure. They're made for our. Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't got to name the animals, of course. They were made for our pleasure. Absolutely, we used to have to dominion over them. So for our pleasure, yes, but also the Lord's, because He made them. He made us. Therefore, so yeah, definitely for our pleasure. He has dominion over us. We had dominion over them. You know, we did have dominion over the earth at the time, but now Satan has because of the fall.
Yeah, I just saw what Basil put in.
Say again.
Yeah,
yeah, man. But so far, so good. What he said, you know, I would disagree with you.
Well, and you know, I have certain thoughts about Satan having dominion, because I mean, does everyone forget that Satan fell too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't he the first one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, because he was the first one, you know, who devised mischief in his heart to seek,
Yeah.
you know, to trap others in sin.
Yeah. I mean, he has dominion, but he doesn't own anything, you know?
Right.
Some
No, that's the
people
thing.
can
It's like
manage things,
that's
but
why
not
we
own it.
don't that's why
Yeah.
we don't war with flesh and blood, but we war
Right.
in spirit, you know, because there is a contest.
Right. 100%.
Yeah. Like
Absolutely.
he
Man.
can't have dominion over us when Christ is our God and our King and our Lord. No.
No, absolutely not.
That's
That's
right.
why we're not to be of the world, like this guy saying, you know, that's why we're not to be of the world, because the world is of Satan.
Agreed.
Yep.
Relates to a central theme surrounded by spokes. If I talk to you about the world of finance, well, I'm including banks, and I'm including credit unions, and I'm including savings account, and I'm including money in your pocket. I'm including the Treasury of the United States, because all of those things have one thing in common: money. The different aspects surrounding or plugging into one thing. So when God talks about loving the world, it only is talking about one thing, but it's got different spokes coming at it. And that one thing is that it leaves God out. It is that organized, pre-planned system that wants to draw you out from the will and the way of God.
But hey,
That's
PJ,
worldliness.
what does it say on
It is.
the dollar?
Say again.
What does it say on the dollar?
And in God we trust.
Oh, there you go.
Something
Weird,
like
huh?
that. Yeah, absolutely. But the rest of the dollar, you know, it doesn't seem to be like it's trusting in God at all. You know, but yeah, it does proclaim that.
It does.
But that's not, I don't think the dollar's God is, you know, our man.
No, not the right God.
Yeah.
Satan's job to get.
That's all right. Go for it.
And I'm just thinking, it's like money, especially in the U.S. It's like it's printed out of thin air, and I can't help but to see a parallel between how that being printed out of thin air and then what's called the spirit of the air, you know, Satan.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're rather synonymous in action.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like his little pulpit there. It's quite nice.
You to not merely be in the world, but to fall in love with it. Jesus made it plain in John 17, Father, don't take them out of the world. You can be in it, you can benefit from it, you can utilize it, but what he does say is you are not to love it. That is, when you are faced with a decision between me and this world order, the question is who you love. Because that will be reflected in the choice made. God does not want to compete with his arch enemy, the devil, because this world lies in the hands of the evil one. And the evil one's goal is to get you to fall in love with the world. The Bible says in Romans 12:2, be not conformed to this world. The word conform means to be pressured by it to exclude God.
That's a good way. Yeah. Don't be conformed. Yeah. Don't be pressured by it. That doesn't make sense. That makes sense. To be because you are. I mean, the world, like even if you want the world anyway, the world still wants to give you more. Like, yeah, have more of this. You know what I mean? It's a good way to think about it, the way you're saying it, being pressured, being conformed, being manipulated, you know what I mean? Being pressed into that sort of thing. That does happen.
Years ago, it was easy to include God because at least God was respected in the culture. There was a respect for God, even for people who didn't necessarily take him seriously. That respect has long gone. There were certain things you wouldn't do or say. It's amazing. You look at the award shows today, and they will, in the same sentence, thank God while profaning his name.
Right.
He says, you are not to love this world.
That's right.
To love it is to seek its good over and against God's will. He says, do not love it, which means don't leave me out. Don't exclude me. Don't choose it over me when you are faced with the decision. So that's the concept of the world. And God says, you can like living in it, you can't love it. Why? Why is it a big deal that God does not want you to fall in love with the world? He tells you in verse 15, if anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Yeah, he does believe in the Trinity.
He says there is a cost to loving the world, and that is the loss of the love of the Father.
Ooh.
Please notice there are no exceptions here. He says, if anyone. So it doesn't matter who you are from pulpit to pew. He says, if you love the world, you lose daddy, the love of the Father.
Right.
He's talking to his children. He's talking to, as he says in verse 1, my little children. He's talking to believers. So a believer can retain and will retain his legal relationship with God while at the same time losing his experiential relationship with God.
Okay.
That is, you can never lose your salvation once you're truly born again, but you can lose your experience of the God who saved you. That's what he's referring to here. What he's saying is, to love the world draws you from experiencing God's presence, love, and his will operating in your life. Galatians chapter 1, verse 4 says God saved us to deliver us from this present world.
Right.
So he did not save us to fall in love with the world.
No.
He actually saved us to deliver us from the world while we are still operating inside the world. So the question is, who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
The question is,
I like
do
it.
you
I
want
like
your
the way you
father?
put it. That's good.
One of the reasons many Christians cannot and do not experience the manifest presence of God, his reality in their lives, is they still want to hold on to the world.
That's right.
Demonstrated by the decision to leave God out of the equation. This is more than a feeling. It's a decision that God, you're not part of this one. I choose that world. So the question is, do we really want the closeness of God we talk about? The answers to prayers we desire? Or do we want the world? Loving the world is like a bride loving the ring more than the bridegroom.
Right. That happens as well, though. That does actually literally happen, though, in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're there for the money sometimes. But yeah, it's a good analogy. It's a good analogy.
Well, and it's like every time a person like would like, let's say, love the world, are they fulfilling or abandoning the first commandment?
Exactly.
Yeah, can you love the Lord
Exactly.
our God with all your heart while you're, divided between that and the world? No.
Certainly not. Certainly not. That's right. That's right.
It's really simple.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all can relate to that. It's loving the flash of the ring and forgetting the person who gave it.
Right. Right.
He says, do not love the world because you lose me. In fact, he said that more strongly in James 4:4. He says, friendship with the world makes you an enemy of God. So not only do you lose the experience of God's reality, you now join Satan in becoming God's adversary, even though you're God's child.
Ooh.
Friendship with the world puts you at enmity,
Enmity
in
with
conflict
God,
with
that's
God.
right.
So not only are we not experiencing God, we're in perpetual battle with God. If you love the world.
Well, yeah, of course. Because then you love the flesh.
Paul says in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 10, he says, Demas has forsaken me because he's fallen in love with this present world. Today we battle with this thing of worldliness because we want the world to like us. We want the world to accept us. We want the world to embrace us. When Jesus made it clear in John 15, verses 18 and 19, if the world hates me, it will hate you.
Well,
but we're so desirous that this world does not reject us, that we embrace it and we hold on to it. And we lose the love of the Father. That is, his experiential, relational tie with us.
Mm.
And so the question is, what do you want? Why should you not choose the world over God in terms of your love? He gives you 3 reasons. He says the 3 things that are in the world, he said, let me tell you that. He says, they are the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
Pride of life.
That's what he says. These are, he says, let me tell you what's in the world. Everything in the world, he says, falls into one of these 3 categories. First of all, the lust of the flesh. Lust means to crave and to desire. He says it is the craving for pleasure outside of the will of God. The lust of the flesh is the craving for pleasure outside of the will of God. Either because the thing in itself is wrong, or the thing is right, but you use it in an illegitimate way. For example, one of the great pleasures of life is eating.
It is, but then you've got gluttony.
That's a pleasure. It's a necessity, but it's a pleasurable one if the folk fixing it know what they're doing.
Right.
Yet, even though the desire for the pleasure of food is there, the Bible declares gluttony is evil.
That's right.
So it's a good thing, but to be gluttonous, the Bible says, is evil because it is the misuse of food. But what Satan does is he makes us fall in love with the pleasure, the desire for it. So we fall in love with it.
It's got to be an awful addiction as well, food. I mean, I know it doesn't give you a high like drugs and stuff like that. It might give you a boost, but some people get a kind of euphoria from eating. But imagine being addicted to something you need. You know, like I don't need heroin, but I got addicted to it. You need food and can be addicted to it. Isn't that awful being addicted to something you need? Yeah, it's got to be a hard one. It's got to be a hard one.
And we lose the Father. The lust of the flesh, the desire for pleasure illegitimately. Secondly, the lust of the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That is the illegitimate desire for possessions. Lust of the flesh, the cravings of the body. Lust of the eyes, the craving for stuff. Many who are sitting here today are drowning in debt because you had to have it.
Yeah.
That desire to have it
No, it's true.
at the expense of taking care of my family, having my priorities straight. Many cannot honor the Lord with their finances because they have to honor MasterCard and Visa and American Express. Because I got to have it. And notice how Satan stirs up the desire every time you look at TV. You got to have it. And you got to have it now, and you don't want to die without it. You can't afford that new car, but you got to have it because the Joneses have it.
Keeping up with them.
So we wind up spending
PJ.
money we don't have
Right.
to get.
Yeah.
You know, he said when you look at TV,
Yeah.
that's a brother thing, man. They never say watch TV. Go listen to any of them. They'll tell you we look at TV. We don't watch TV.
Do they? I wouldn't have known that.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
I would say watch TV, but sometimes I know. I mean, I have said, "Oh, I didn't look at that," if it was on TV. But yeah, in general, I'd say watch.
Yeah, they do it. They won't do it. They don't say it. They really don't ever. I think it's.
I would say things like I had to look at the newspaper, but TV is like, it's more watch.
So where do you get the term? Why do you watch TV?
Because I don't know. Because a watch was something that you went like a lookout. Like a watchman looked out for people. So I suppose it stems from that, watching.
Well, TV scheduled on the clock, so
that as well. I'm sure it's a few things. Yeah.
Weird, huh?
Things we don't need to impress people we don't know. God doesn't have a problem with you having it. He has a problem with you loving it. He has a problem when we choose the things in this world at the expense of our relationship with him and our prioritization of him.
Right.
And then he says there's the pride of life. That is the illegitimate pursuit of position. So we connive to get ahead. We lie and cheat to be promoted.
That's right.
We hook up with folk who can advance us even though their value systems don't agree with us. Just so we can get ahead. Because after all, we know it's a dog-eat-dog world and that ain't no lie. To get ahead in this world, you gotta compromise your values. You gotta compromise your priorities. You can't be a Christian and get ahead in this world. And so the boastful pride of life. My desire to advance independently of God, even if it's not God's will. And so we let our pride, unwillingness to submit below the mighty hand of God, and we allow our pride to cause us to love the position outside of the will of God. This is the same temptation that Satan gave to Eve in the garden. It says when she saw the tree, lust of the eyes.
Right.
And it was desirable to make one. That was the lust of the flesh. To make one wise, the pride of life. I can be as smart as God. There's a temptation Satan gave to Jesus in the wilderness, turning stones into bread, the lust of the flesh. Jump off of these buildings, the lust of the eyes. Let everybody see you, Messiah. Bow before me and I will give you all these kingdoms. The lust of possessions, pride of life. He constantly, he uses the world to get our attention because it looks so good, it feels so good. I want to have it, gotta have it. And don't get me wrong, he is not condemning having it. He's condemning loving it.
Loving it, yeah. Same as
and
money.
you love it when it
Same as money. We need money, but it's the love of money that's the problem. It's the root of all evil. The love.
Well, because it's like you can't, have more than one on the throne of your heart and what you love.
That's right. That's right.
And so when you're loving something else other than God, it's removing him from the throne of your heart.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's removing him as the priority, 100%.
Yeah.
That's right. This guy's all right. I don't mind this guy. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Him. It doesn't trump him, and God has given you the basis for it. The Bible says in 1 Timothy 6 to enjoy the good things that God gives you, but not at the expense of God. Because you lose the Father. So the question is, how bad do you want him? And then he hits you with the zinger.
The zinger.
In 1 John chapter 2, verse 17. You know why you shouldn't love the world? He says, because the world is passing away. And also its lust. But the one who does the will of God lives forever. He says, don't love the world because it's temporary. You loving something that's going to leave you, or you going to leave it. The world is passing away and its lusts. You're falling in love with something that's going to lose its luster. It's fading.
Mm-hmm.
It's fading.
Yeah, it's fleeting. And these things are fleeting as well.
You know how excited you were as a child growing up when it was time for Christmas? It was Christmas time. I mean, you couldn't wait. What is mom and dad going to give me? What they going to give me? Could hardly sleep. You want to wake up in the morning early, and now your kids are the same way. They want to see what the toys are. What are the toys? I want to play. So they get all excited. They tear in the paper every way. They can't wait to get in the toy. And they get so excited. 2 weeks later, toys are broke up from the floor up. You can't find them. You say, go play. And they talking about they bored after you spent all that money. They bored. What? Because it fades. I know what you said. Kids are like that. Oh, no, we like that too. You know how excited you are when you got that new car.
Yeah, the novelty wears off. The novelty wears off. Absolutely. That's true. It's true. It only keeps you satisfied for so long.
Had the smell. You had to keep it clean even when it wasn't dirty. Now it's dirty and unclean. And you think you need a new one, though it rides fine. Because it fades. That new house becomes a house.
That's it.
New clothes become clothes.
Old clothes.
they fade. It's temporary. So don't act like it does not fade. Not only does it fade, we fade. That's why we spend so much time, money, and effort trying to pretend we don't fade.
True.
There's some ladies here with extensions. I ain't losing my hair. This is my hair. Ain't nothing fading. Some are double and triple makeup. I ain't fading. I ain't getting older. One of the reasons I tried to lose some weight is because I needed to not look like I was fading. But no matter what you do, this world is fading. Don't act like it's permanent. He wants us to live here, work here, play here, do all the things we do here, but with an eternal perspective. This world is fading away. In other words, don't love the wrong world, because this is not the one you want to love. You want to love the world you're going to, not the world you're in.
Right.
Oh yeah, the world offers fun. And it offers legitimate fun. We know about the illegitimate, but it offers legitimate fun. The problem is we want to stay there as though it's not passing away, only to discover it costs too much. He says, do not love the world, which means I must have an eternal perspective. Or like Jim Elliot said, he is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose.
Yeah, man.
And so, maximize your time here. This is the world in which you live. We'll have a sermon on this because the Bible tells us that this is a place to visit, not a place to call home. But maximize your 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years here in whatever legitimate ways God gives you. That's okay. It's not wrong to have a new house. It's wrong to love it. It's not wrong to have a new car. It's wrong to love it. It's not wrong to dress nice. It's wrong to love it. Right. Which means that God has been placed secondary and you have to choose that thing, that situation over him. Mm-hmm. And you lose him and it costs too much. The further you go in the ocean, the more pressure you're under. Right. You get to the bottom of the ocean and you're under so much pressure, it can collapse a whole boat, a whole ship would be crushed because the pressure is so great.
It would implode.
When we walk out that door, we're going to hit pressure. When you go to work tomorrow, you're going to be under pressure. They're going to pressure you to think like they think, walk like they walk, talk like they talk. Yeah, you're under pressure. You're under pressure. And I don't want to be super spiritual. It can be rough. Yeah. Because there's so much pressure. And the more secular your world, the more pressure you're under to conform to this world order. And like the bottom of the ocean, it seeks to collapse you into its image. But one thing the ocean can't do is collapse a submarine. A submarine can go all the way down to the bottom floor of the ocean and everybody fine because it's been pressurized. Right. That means that the pressure on the inside is equal to or greater than the pressure coming at it from the outside. Nah. So there is so much pressure on the inside that the outside, while still pressuring, does not overrule what's taking place on the inside. You may not be able to change your coworkers. You may not be able to change your environment. You may not be able to change the circumstances that are pressuring you. But if you get enough God on the inside, he can neutralize the pressure coming at you from the outside, that you can exist in that world without being crushed by it.
Well put, well put, well put.
And you get that pressure on the inside when you live life. I live life with an eternal perspective.
Yeah, nice. That was all right. He's not too bad. Not too bad, man.
Yeah, no, that there was some
absolute. I didn't
choice.
miss with anything
Yeah,
in
go
that.
ahead.
That's great. That's great. Right, that's it. That's it for today, guys. I suppose I'll leave it there. Flats will be on tonight. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah, I did last night. So yeah, Flats will be on.
I think so.
So I'll be back tomorrow, guys. It's Thursday tomorrow, so it's just a normal day. Don't know what the stream's about tomorrow. No idea. I won't do a Bible one tomorrow. I'll do something different tomorrow. But yeah, we'll do another Bible stream by, I don't know, maybe probably next Monday, probably Monday, maybe at the weekend. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know what this topic is for tomorrow. But I have got a few things saved, so I'll have a look through. But yeah, I'll leave it there, guys. I think I'll play out with Charles's song. Let's play out with Charles's song. We played in with Flats's. Play out with Charles's. Right. And then share. Follow the Good Shepherd.
And yeah, so I guess I'll see some of you over at Flats's in not too long.
Cool. Yeah, Flats
Yeah.
will be on 3 hours. About 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right. All right. God bless. And take care.
Bless you, man. Yeah, and
Yep.
that phone call did come through. I just didn't hear it. But
Yeah,
I've
no,
got you all,
okay. I was just testing it anyway.
I've got you all saved in that now. I've got you
Right
all
on.
saved. Excellent. Right, bless, man.
Later, Derek.
Yep.
This world is hurting. Many are lost, looking for answers, not ready to count the cost. The nemesis fight for your soul. It is time to know who you are in Jesus. Follow the Good Shepherd. When we are weak, He is strong. In His presence is where you belong. Follow the Good Shepherd. When we are weak, He is strong. In His presence is where you belong. Choose you this day whom you will serve. Many will fight it, try to hide it. Comes to a choice, we must surrender. The old man must die. Follow the Good Shepherd. When we are weak, He is strong. In His presence is where you belong. Follow the Good Shepherd. When we are weak, He is strong. In His presence is where you belong. All things become new, and there is freedom for chains of sin. Though I walk in the valley of death, He is with me, your rod and staff give me victory. Follow the Good Shepherd. When we are weak, He is
Nice. Cool. Right, guys, I'll see you in Flaxes. And if I don't see you in Flaxes, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure. Here the sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed. Oh.